Welcome back to Dead Man Deezy's Kanji Study Sessions. Achoo! Achoo. We have 12 new kanji coming for you today, as every day. Or most days, anyway. We got a bunch of kanji that you need to learn for Japanese. What you need to do is if you see a kanji you don't know on this list, write it down 10 times. If you see a word you don't know, write it down 3 to 5 times, depending on how long the word is. I write them down 3 to 5 times just to fill 10 blocks on my page. So that's a little thumb for you. Go to jisho.org. That's JISHO.org. If you don't know how any of these are written, I don't have a writer pad yet, so I can't go over how to write them yet. But I will in the future. But for now, we're just at typing. Our first word for the day is shigen. Shigen. Shigen are resources. These are 2 new kanji for us. On the left side, we have the water of drinking something, really, next to or over the radical for a kaurusho, which is often used to denote money or assets. So this is shi, onyomi shi, which means assets, resources, capital, or funds. So this is money that is intaken somehow with water drunken, or taken up somehow, or things that you can use to do something. This is data, or to be conducive to. Assets is our first one. Sheet or assets. 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 Me taking it. Our second kanji for the day is gen. The left side of this is gen, which is a plain or a valley. On the left side we have the water. So the water of the valley is gen. The water of a field is minamoto. Okani gen. Gen desu. And this is the source or origin. As in, what field did the water spring up from? Kind of like a spring. What is the source of the spring? Gen. Gen desu. Gen is a source or an origin. Together they make the origin of your assets or your resources. Gen desu. Gen. Gen desu. Gen. And together we have shigen, which are resources. begin on sources. Number 2. Number 2 for today is an easy one. It's just a kurejito kado. Kurejito kado, which is just a credit card. Kurejito kado. Credit card is a credit card. Number 3 is 少しずつ. 少しずつ. 少し. 少しずつ means little by little. This is a combination of 2 words. Yesterday we learned zutsu. Zutsu is 1 by 1, and sukoshi zutsu means a little bit. Sukoshi being a little bit with zutsu, little by little instead of 1 by 1. Sukoshi zutsu. Sukoshi zutsu. Sukoshi zutsu is little by little. Number 4. Number 4 is Techy setsu. Techy on the left means suitable, qualified, or capable. And on the right side we have cut or cutoff. So a Techy setsu is a suitable cutoff or pertinent, appropriate, adequate, relevance. As in kind of, there's this flow of information and you really only want the stuff that is relevant. So where you cut off the appropriateness of something is its tekisetsu or relevance. Tekisetsu. We've learned both of these words, or both of these kanji already, so I'm just going to write the word down 5 times. I only suggest you follow along and write with me if you can. You don't have to get all the repetitions down right now. You can do it when the lesson's over. Know the words that you're going to be. Techy. Tekisetsu is relevance or pertinence. Number 5 for the day is Sakura. Sakura has a little bit of a different meaning from just circle in English, but it's pretty close. It's a group of people with a common interest. And it can also mean circle, just as like the shape circle. So in Japan, they call people, for example, when a group of artists gets together to do kind of their own fan art for an anime or a show or a theme, they'll get together and call themselves a circle. So you'll get kind of these self-made comic books by individual circles that are, comprised of 3 or 4 artists at a time. That is a Sakura. Sakura. And also just circle as Sakura. Sakura. Number 6. Number 6 is Haksen. Haksen. This one's a literal translation. A Haksen is a white line, or a linea alba, as in the annotation. On the left side we have white, haku. On the right side we have sen, or a line. A Haksen is a white line. Haku. Oh. Haksen. Haksen desu. Haksen. Tsugi wa, number 7. Haksen to Nyujoryo. Nyujoryo. We've already studied all these kanji as well. The explanation's gonna be probably a little easy. This is an entrance fee and admission fee. Or admission itself. So Nyu is to enter something. Jo is the location. And Ryo is kind of a resource or a fee or materials. So Nyujo is entering a location, and Ryo is the fee or materials for entering that situation. This one's, again, a pretty literal translation. Nyujo, entering a new location. Ryo, or the materials necessary to go into that. Nyujoryo. Nyujoryo. I'm going to write this one down. Three times since there are Nyujoryo. Entrance fee or an admission fee. Number 8 for the day. Nyujoryo. Our next one is a new one. This is So. Let's see if we can find the right kanji in the list. Just try Su. Oh, yeah, there it is. Su. Kunyomi Su. Onyomi So. This is a nest. A rookery. A hive, a cobweb, or a den. Any kind of nest, really, for some kind of animal. On the left side of this, we have kudamono, or a fruit, which is this field-looking thing on top of a tree. I like to think of it as kind of like the square shape of an apple on top of a tree is the fruit. And on top of that, we have the radical for a claw. So kind of the claw's mark around where fruits exist or where a nest exists is kind of evidence for a nest. The claw around a fruit is evidence of a nest. Su or so is a nest or a hive. Su or so. Su or so is a nest. Hive. Or so is a hive. This one's just a regular. It's just the kanji. You know, it's not actually a word. I'm not sure that su is an actual word for nest, but it's probably used in compound words with several kanji. Indicate that it has something to do with a nest. Su or so is a nest. So, number 9. Number 9 is going to be Sasu. Sasu. And not that Sasu, a different Sasu. 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 We've already learned this kanji, which makes the verb pretty easy. Sasu is to point at something. Also to nominate someone. Can also be to identify, to point the finger at. Play to extend one's arm straight ahead. So these are the main meanings for it. To point uses the kanji for a finger, yubi. So sasu is to point with your finger. You use your finger for one thing, sasu, and that's to point. Sasu desu. Sasu is to point. is to point or nominate. Sasu. Sasu, to point or nominate. Sasu. And number 10. 10 for the day is Otoko no hito. Otoko no hito. This is very literal as well. Otoko no hito. Otoko is a man, literally the male. No type indicates particle indicates type, and hito is a person, a human. So an otoko type of person is a man. And otoko no hito. Otoko no is a man. Oh, I'm not sure why this is on the N3 list and not in the N4 or N5, because you could probably guess what an Otoko no hito is just from his previous lists, but whatever. Number 11 for the day is Tozen. Tozen. I've already studied both of these kanji as well. To on the left side is hit, right, or appropriate. And on the right side we have a sort of thing. So, if so, in the case that. Zen is another word we learned that has the same thing in it, which means not at all or not in the slightest, or all things. But Tozen means natural. Natural. As a matter of course, or justified. Tozen desu. Tozen. As in, it's appropriately coming about, or appropriately a sort of thing. It's an appropriate sort of thing. Tozen desu. Tozen is natural, or as a matter of course. Tozen. Tozen desu. As a matter of course. Natural. As a matter of course. Tozen. Number 12 and our last one for today is going to be Nami. Nami desu. You might recognize that name from One Piece. The name of the girl and name of the hot girl. But Nami or wa just means a wave. Waves or billows can also mean Poland. Probably used in the word for Poland. But we're going to remember it as waves or wave. Nami desu. Radicals in this one are water on the left side, and on the right side we have a pelt or skin. So if you can think of waves as kind of the skin of the ocean. Nami, the skin of the ocean. Nami desu. Nami. Water and the pelt of it. Waves. Nami or hot. Nami or hot are we? Nami or hot are waves or billows. Let's go back to the top. Make sure we got all these a-going. Resources are, let's see, she for the things that the money that is drunk. She resources, and our next kanji was resources. Sen? No. Sen. Sen? Shigen? Shigen, that's right. Shigen, the source. Shigen is the source of your sources. The source of your resources. Shigen. Shigen are resources. Shigen. Shigen desu. 次はクレジットカード is just the word written out in katakana. Then to クレジットカード little by little is 少しずつ skoshi a little bit 少し and ずつ a little bit Zutsu meaning one by one and skoshi meaning a little bit. So skoshi zutsu together means little by little rather than one by one. 次は pertinent, appropriate, adequate, or relevant. Tekisetsu, or the cutoff point in an information flow on what is acceptable. Tekisetsu is pertinent. A group of people with a common interest is just a sakura. It can also be sakura, the shape circle. A white line is a Haksen. White line, literally. White is Haksen. A nest, a rookery, a hive, a cobweb, or a den. A or so. Claw marks around a fruit. A man is an otoko no ho. Otoko no hito. Otoko no hito. Natural, as a matter of course, or justified, is Tozen. Natural sort of thing. Tozen. Tozen desu. And our last one for today was Nami, or the water's belt. Waves. Nami. Hot are waves. 今日の言葉は Nami. 当然、男の人. Sasu, to point to, I think I missed that one. Sasu is to point or nominate, to use your finger for a verb. Sasu. Point or nominate. Su or so is a nest or a rookery. Nyujoryo. How did I miss that one? A new location. Entering a location. Nyujo and ryo, the price of entry. Place. Nyujoryo. Haksen is a white line. Sakura is a group of people with a thing. Tekisetsu is a appropriate or pertinent comment. Skoshi zutsu is little by little. Credit card is a credit card. And shigen are resources. Thanks for joining me on this wonderful Saturday evening. I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Jesus, it's Sunday. This wonderful Sunday morning, afternoon. It's Sunday. You guys take it easy and keep studying. Remember to review all your words or all your kanji from previous days. That's kind of an important part. It's really the biggest part of these lessons is reviewing at least 100 from previous lessons. So get after it, guys. I believe in you. Thanks for watching, everyone. さようなら。どうもありがとうございました。